nowhere to run. Either way, now here I come from the smallest town on the lowest run. All the same, got no bad blood. When country come to town, yeah, or town to country come. Either way, now here I come from the smallest town on the lowest run. All the same, got no bad blood. When country come to town, yeah, or town to country come, because there ain't nowhere to run, nowhere to run.
Did that look like I just caught my drone and then started the video? Because if it did, I think that's probably one of the cooler intros that I've ever done. So we're starting this video actually at a little bit of a different time of day. Actually, this is towards the end of rain day. We got half an inch of rain up here. This is the last field that we have for this area, and then corn's done for us. We still got to go to Oskaloosa and get the Osky farm done, but around here, this will put a button in the corn, get the pre-emerge onto this, then corn for our area is done. The half inch we got here soaked in really well. It was too wet this morning, too wet around noon, and I came out here. Andrew's kind of been watching it all day. I showed up and I said, hey, I think that might go. Called Dad. He said, all right, I'll get up there here in an hour and start tilling it. He's tilling it. It's working really nice. It's just a little bit tacky, kind of puts onto your boot just a little bit. But we've got another like 40-ish% chance of rain here tonight, and then it stays wet here for a few days. So I think the consensus is let's push and see if we can get this corn planted. Because the last thing we want to do is drag out the last few acres of corn when we've had such a good spring. Let's get to work. Ugh, that thing's heavy. We're gonna go plant corn. Plant the last bit of corn.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, Dad's tilling that ground right now.
Now?
Yeah, so I'm gonna try and plant it tonight. How much longer mowing you got?
About 5 minutes.
Oh, you're about done then. Tell me about 9. I'll know if how I'm doing by then. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Whoop. Caught you.
Now you know what you need for else for the pumpkin patch? You need a vintage tractor. Like an old F20 or something that was unstyled, you know, just looks really rugged, or something like that. I want one of those for my front yard someday, or as a decoration, but that'd go good for, do the peeps know about the...
They will by now, because that video comes out this Sunday. Okay. That video came out last Sunday, or whenever, a Sunday ago.
Anyway, it'd be cool to have a vintage tractor for the pumpkin patch, and a vintage truck, and a high-tech planter all sitting out there. That'd be just cool. You ready for Pancake Day this year?
We'll be open on Pancake Day. Allegedly. Planter yoga. So we're gonna be splitting the hybrid here, and we're not gonna be splitting, we're gonna be blending the hybrid here. Mainly because I don't want to plant this out and then have to reload and take an hour to reload after I can start planting. It's the last field. We also basically want to kind of be out of corn because the corn that goes to Osky is a different type of corn, so we don't want to have to just empty a few bags for absolutely no reason.
You're saying this is going to be a full send?
Yeah, we're just gonna go for it. Oh, we don't have any graphite.
There's some talc in the shed.
I think we better pause and go get that. So we were putting 13 in each side, right?
Yep.
So I'll add 10 more to each side. Science.
Educated, yes.
Aren't they all? Come on. So Dad's literally making his last pass. We're gonna light into this here, get this done. It down and we are like out of seed. I'm kind of hoping that we weren't zeroed out right, and I can scoot by here. I've got an acre and a half-ish left and then we're done, but I've got 18 pounds supposedly on one side and 0 on the other. This is gonna be close. Real close. Oh my gosh, we're gonna make it. 0 and 0 and a sliver left. I have in the past like had one side run out and I've planted with one side of the planter before. Gets a little goofy just to finish up, but I'm thinking we're gonna make it. I think we're gonna make it. And right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the last bit of my corn to plant. Now we're not done, but there it is. All of my corn for 2023 is in the ground. Now it just needs to come up out of the ground. And happy man.
Up to where you look for the shade.
Good thing we pushed last night, you know, we could have been planting on this beautiful day we've got. I knew that was happening. I knew it happened. That's, if I planted tonight, it won't rain. So you're welcome, everybody else that tried to get stuff done today. And if I didn't plant it, it would have been raining first thing this morning.
Yeah.
He's spraying it right now?
Yep.
How'd that handler work?
I'm not sure we got it completely figured out, but I like it.
So
Prospects are good. So you a farm owner?
I'm a farm owner. We're a farm owner. Yeah, this morning we had to go sign the papers for the pumpkin patch piece. So now I gotta figure out what I'm doing with the rest of my day. I need to go work on an entrance over there, but Ray burned down or what his plan is.
You want to try to get the flashers going.
Yeah, that we need to do. That we need to work on.
I unplugged the planter and I don't know where the fuse box is. I couldn't find it.
It's behind the seat. We could work on that. Why don't you eating lunch? Or you just chilling?
Chilling until it was lunchtime. It's hard to take a break if you're not doing anything. Son of a gun.
So let's we can go try and look at that. So for some reason the hazards on the TG285 are not working, and got to pull up fuse diagram here. Start off with the fuse, easiest place to start. So I've cleaned and messed with the fuse. And we don't have any 20 amps, so we put a 15 amp in there. That just means it blow quicker. I'm saying that from my electrical degree that I don't have, so take that with every grain of salt that there is with that one. But it flashes for a second, and then it's acting like actually the connection in the fuse box is bad. Dad thinks maybe the actual like resistor that makes it flash might be going bad, so now I gotta try and find that. Well, that little box that you guys just saw is a $300 little box that makes the hazards actually flash. So finally got that figured out and got the hazards onto the tractor working, so that way tomorrow, we obviously didn't get the Osky, we'll be leaving first thing in the morning to go get the last bit of acres of corn in, but hazards are back on. We wanted those before a 2.5 hour tractor ride, so we're leaving first thing in the morning. See you in a hand clap. Beautiful morning here. Sun's just coming up. Time for a 2.5 hour tractor ride. Days you wish you had a 30-mile-an-hour tractor and not a 24-mile-an-hour tractor, especially one that can't really climb a hill in road gear. Is square. Eddyville. Land country. Yeah, so welcome to year 7 or 8 of no-till on this farm. Still corn stalk root balls out there, corn cobs, bean residue, just no-tilling straight into it. And that's where I wish this thing had maybe some row cleaners for this situation. Just a little bit of row cleaners I think would definitely help us out. But in the past, I've planted right into the anhydrous strips, but they planted these anhydrous strips at an angle here, and they're not very prominent either, so I don't think I'm going to do that this year. Bingo. We are up and running. Got the end rows in. Well, I guess I don't have the front completely done. Still got a little bit in the front. But we've got, we're doing 33 acres an hour. We'll have it nipped here in about 2 hours. One will make. Gotta make a YouTube clip here, Andrew, so I'm not talking to you. I'm actually talking to Andrew on the headbutts here. Andrew's riding on the planter. I've got a couple of row clutches that are going out and they are hanging on by a thread. 10 acres to go. And it's like they're just barely making it. So I have to slow down sometimes. Andrew has to get out and whap it with this plier to try and get it to kick back into gear. I need about 5 new row clutches on this planter right now, and it's gonna get them. But 10 acres left. There's our last pass, and corn's done. Which I guess maybe some of you don't realize what I'm talking about when I'm talking about row clutches here. So I'll hop out before, stretch a little bit before I go to take off to go back down the road here. So on each one of these row units is the drive chain here, which is this one. And then right here, this little black box is a row clutch. These are egg leader row clutches. The row clutch engages and disengages, and that's what turns on and off your meters. There's rebuild kits for these. What I've read, the rebuild kits aren't that great, so you just pretty much, if you want to rebuild some to have them as spares, you can do that probably, but probably put some new ones on there. Which is another good note about the true rate meters here. A, they plant way better than the HVAC meters. They did a fantastic job. Most of this field is well over 99% singulation. The corn that's coming up right now looks fantastic. That should also prolong the life of these row clutches, because these take significantly less torque to spin than the HVAC meters. I mean, I can spin it like that. I could not do that with an HVAC meter. Not even a chance. And Andrew doesn't like riding on the planer that much, so there's another good reason for an upgrade.
Round and a half's all I really need.
Yeah.
To fulfill my desires.
So this tractor is gonna go get looked at. She's not cooling the best that she should be. Seems a little bit down on power. So she's getting dropped off to get worked on. Andrew's gonna pick me up, and we'll see you guys then. Well, the rain's not measurable yet. Here anyways, in Plano. Dad said that Centerville's got a good downpour, which is where we've got left to plant, of course, right? So this is my farm here. There's one. 2. This was planted basically 6 full days ago, and I was thinking it might take 7 days for it to come up. There's the next one, and I wouldn't say this has emerged yet. There's the next guy, but should be one right there. There's the next one. Whoop, broke him. Whoops, sorry guy. Got a good start. There's some that are kind of up, spiking, but they'll be all emerged tomorrow. After 6 days. Grow, baby, grow. But I think that's where we're gonna polish this video off, guys. All the corn is in for the year. Other than the corn maze that I've got to go plant. Maybe I can catch that on the way home. Bringing that tractor home from Belzer's there. So, pretty good, pretty happy. Pretty good planting season so far. We've got a few days left to soybeans, and we'll give it the big check mark. Going good, pretty caught up on spray. All the corn acres that have been planted have been sprayed, other than Osky, because that was just planted today, unless it just got sprayed. I doubt it, but anyways, and we've got my cereal rye I've let keep growing on those farms, so that needs burned down. There's a few hundred acres of it. Spray wise, we're doing pretty good on spray too, so we're happy. We're continuing onwards. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Like always, if you haven't yet, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button on the way out, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.